All right, I want to bring in right now Congressman Ribble, a Republican. And, sir, you've heard what Congressman Pelosi has just said. What's your reaction to that? Is that true?
Well, no, I mean, I don't think it's true at all, but everybody has their own opinions on how this is, and they want to spin it the way they want. First of all, there's not going to be a government shutdown over Planned Parenthood. Everybody knows that Republicans would prefer to have money redirected to community health centers rather than Planned Parenthood because of the abortion issue. Lines have been drawn in the sand, but I don't see a shutdown as a result of this.
But, sir, there is no federal funding that goes to Planned Parenthood for abortion. So there is not taxpayer money used for that. So why is everyone so hamstrung over that issue when that's not a fact for debate?
Well, sure, if you take a look at money not being fungible, then you could say that. But if Planned Parenthood, who's paying rents or paying for their building leases or paying for their lights and overall expenses, are using taxpayer dollars to do that, it opens up other dollars to conduct abortions. And so we believe all money is fungible, and it can be moved and transferred around for whatever purpose an organization wants it to be used for, if in fact the money's there. So I would reject that argument hat in hand.
I know one thing, as you've defended the planning to defund Planned Parenthood, one thing you stand firm on, though, is, as you just mentioned, the government should not shut down over this. But there are some colleagues of yours on the right that are willing to see it go to that length. What are you hearing from those colleagues, and how concerned are you about what it means going forward, especially with the loss of John Boehner and incoming Kevin McCarthy?
Yeah, fair enough question, Robert. I think there are some this is the place to do it, but yet a lot of the national organizations that support life are telling members of Congress like me that we don't think that the battleground is at shutting down the government. I think if you look at polling, most citizens, whether they're pro-life or pro-choice, are going to say that they don't think that this is the right way to do it. And I personally don't think it's the right way to do it. And so I think there's enough of our colleagues that are going to vote for a clean CR to move the funding forward, to take the shutdown off the table, and then we can deal with this in a more systematic way that builds the case for the American people to get the result that we think is the right one.
Obviously, there are both sides for those that are pro-life and pro-choice. Here's what Congressman Jerry Connolly had to say this morning. Take a listen.
The disrespect, the misogyny, rampant here today, tells us what is really going on here. This isn't about some bogus video.
Do you think, sir, that this is more about disrespect and misogyny toward American women?
No, that's all just political speak, and that's what you would expect to say, and you'd expect to hear from those that would disagree with this. But I'll tell you, personally, I would rather triple the funding that Planned Parenthood is getting and send it to community health clinics dedicated to women's health care to prove that that's not the point, and I would vote for that today if that offer came up. And so it's not really about funding for women's health care at all. That's just a canard that's being brought up. But I just disagree with that position totally.
Representative Ribble, sir, thanks for making time for me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you,
Robert,
sir.
Robert, thank you.